What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for a new show. This is going to be Love and Marriage Detroit. It is a reality TV show. I know I said I was not going to do reality TV no more, but you know, things change, so I have to change right along with it. Hold on to make sure my ponytail ain't crooked. Or my camera ain't crooked. One of them two was crooked, child. One of them two was crooked. So this is basically not really a casting video, because they didn't have to do like interviews that we were able to see. But this is going to be like my first thoughts and possible expectations of what we're going to see in this show. This is a Carlos King production. So first and foremost, my expectation is this is about to be a bunch of messiness. There has not been one show that I have watched that Carlos King had his foot in production in that was not messy. I do not watch the other love and marriage franchises. I did not watch them. Huntsville was one of them. It didn't capture me. But I know a few of the characters from that show because the fans are fanatic and they talk so much about the show. I feel like I watch it. Like Melody Holt, I know her. I know who Martell is. I know who Tiffany is. I know who's the other funny looking dude. The one that everybody hate. I guess I don't know him that much, but he dating Sheree Whitfield, or on at least on Real Housewives. Yeah, I know who he is when I see him. So I'm not a fan. I'm not a fanatic of the show at all. So yeah, this was a good choice for me to come back to reality TV, something totally new to me. And it's a brand new show, first season. So I did some diving. I didn't do no deep diving on these people, like I said, because they're not somebody that was typically casted, and try to see what I could see. I'm gonna tell you right now, just about everybody on this show, I could not find a criminal record for at all, with the exception of maybe speeding tickets, parking violations. Yeah, other than that, pretty much had a clean slate on who these individuals are criminally. I do know that Detroit is Carlos King's hometown. So one or more of these people are possibly friends of him. One or more of these people are possibly friends of Martell, because we do know he's going to be on this show. They have showed him so fucking much in these damn trailers that you know he's going to be on the show. They acting like he's an intricate part of the whole fucking show. Or you know how all the other reality stars like to claim, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be on here. I don't know if he gonna be that person for these people or whatever, but yeah. So I want to say, with the reality show, you know, we follow families or groups of people, and there's typically one person that stands out, and I want to say that Kobe Harris is going to be that person that's going to stand out. So let me give you a breakdown of who the characters are so far. Three married couples in the city of Detroit. I think they live within a 1 hour range. So I think some of them live in Grand Rapids, or they're from Grand Rapids. But for the most part, they do a lot of business in Detroit. So we're going to get to see a lot of Motown up in this part. Russell and Kobe Harris is our first couple. They've only been married for 3 years. They have a 2-year-old daughter who is like a little dumpling. Okay, absolute dumpling. They got married. The daughter was born on Christmas Day. I remember researching, seeing that. So she's a 2.5 at this particular point. I think on the show that they've only been married 2 years, but they just hit an anniversary recently. So yeah, Kobe and Russell. And Kobe Chantel is the name she goes by. So if you're looking for her on Instagram, she goes by Kobe Chantel. Kobe basically is a social media influencer, or social media. She has social media presence. I'm not gonna necessarily say she's an influencer. I had never heard of her until then, but I don't know everybody. I don't be around the IG streets like that. But yeah, I don't know her for YouTube either though. But still, anyway, everybody, if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with the Lord. Okay. Or they are either a preacher's kid, or they into the ministry themselves. They might be sons of the bishop and the deacon and deaconess. They are heavily invested in the church. I think they're trying to put on the persona for Detroit that this is a very religious city. Detroit, we know it for Motown. We know it for music. We know it for BMF, the crime mob, black crime mob family. We know it for a lot of gangs, bad fucking driving, but a lot of black culture happens up in Detroit. I am going to give it that. But yeah, each one of these families are heavily invested in the Lord. Heavily invested in the Lord. So on this particular couple, based off of, I'm trying to paraphrase what I read. I got my notes here too, but I'm trying not to look at them too much. Their problem, okay, because everybody has a problem. Their problem is Russell decides to go to divinity school. Divinity school is where you learn how to be a preacher, so you can become ordained or be almost like theology school. But he decides to go to divinity school, and he does this without consulting Kobe. Okay, now Kobe does not like the idea of him going to divinity school when she finds out, because like I said, she's a preacher kid. She doesn't want to be a part of that life. She does not want to be a preacher's wife. So this is their issue. He chose to go to divinity school without letting his wife know about it. Because we don't really know about them yet, I don't know if Kobe found out that he signed up for divinity school and that's when she voiced her problems about not wanting to be a preacher's wife, or this is something that Russell already knew, which is why he decided to sign up for this school in secret. Now, school costs a lot of fucking money, okay? Whether you got to take out student loans or just pay it out the pocket, it costs a lot of doggone money. How you keeping that as a secret from your wife that you decided to go off to school? Okay, she don't want to know what the hell you doing every day when you leave the house. She gonna know what you're doing with all these books, theology books and things of that nature. I would want to know that. You know what I'm saying? I would want to know that. Well, Russell, he does own his own company. It's a nonprofit organization called SOAR Detroit. It's called SOAR Detroit, and it basically works with kids. I want to kind of say, like, you know, how do I describe this? At-risk children, you know, working with them to help better themselves and put themselves in a better position in life. That's the type of program he runs, and it's been around since 2005. From what I could see on the reviews and everything, people love him. He has a way with children. He has a way with being a mentor, almost like Big Brothers Big Sister type organization. That's what SOAR Detroit is for. And from the reviews that I was reading, and it wasn't just reviews posted in the last year or the last 2 years when they decided they was going to be on this show. It's some old reviews going way back, and the mothers especially are really happy that this program, that this company, this organization exists. So, and I want to say that he incorporates some type of spirituality into his SOAR program as well, which is why he's taking his next step to become a minister. Okay, so then next we have, like I said, Kobe. She doesn't do anything but social media. She's just a social media influencer 100. Now, she did go to school at Western Michigan University, so if you went to school there, you may know her. She did go to high school at Grand Blanc High over in Grand Rapids. So, or was that Jackson, Michigan? I think Jackson, Michigan. I don't remember, but that's where she went to high school, Grand Blanc High. These people are, you know, fairly young, late 20s, early 30s, something like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, Grand Blanc. It was in Grand Blanc, Michigan, which is about an hour out of Detroit. I want to say her parents are from Flint, Michigan, which may be where she was from originally as well. I don't know, child. Okay, so Kobe has a friend on the show whose name is Christina Bowman Smith. She's married to Brandon Smith. They have been married now 11 years. They also have two daughters. They're pretty young too. Their two daughters, gorgeous little girls as well, just gorgeous as well. They have their own fashion line, child. Kobe is into fashion as well. Not only is she into fashion, not Kobe, Christina. Christina is into fashion as well. And not only is she into fashion, I think she designs clothes as well. She's also a social media influencer or social media face. I don't want to call these people influencers because, but I forgot to look up what they following was. Because I think you have to be at least 10,000 followers on Instagram to be considered an influencer. I think that's how it works. Something like that. Anyway. Okay, her issue. Her issue is that, let me see this again. Kobe and Christina, they supposed to be like sisters. They supposed to be ace boon coons, ride or dies like that, right? Kobe has this idea to do a collaboration. So I'm assuming the collaboration is YouTube because it's supposed to be a social media collaboration. And Christina does not want to do it. Because Christina does not want to do it, this causes tension between her and Kobe. So childish, so high school, so fucking made up. Okay? The only issue that y'all can come up between these two ladies is they don't want to do a collaboration. Has collaborations gotten that serious? I know a few people asked me to do collaborations that I still ain't did yet. Probably won't ever do either. Y'all mad? Or y'all big mad? Just let me know. Okay? This is supposed to be their beef. This is supposed to be the issue between them. This is going to be an issue so deep between them that now it's causing tension between their husbands. Because their husbands are friends too. So since they beefing over some high school bullshit, their husbands now got issues. This is my thing with this whole situation, right? I think it's fake. Already off the rip, I think it's fake as fuck. I think it's fake. However, I think these two girls are going to ruin a long-term friendship because they are willing to put it on the line to become reality star famous. That's what I think is going to happen. I think this fake beef that they're going to have, this fake tension that they're going to have, is going to create real issues in their relationship that's going to tear them fucking apart in the long run. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Like I said, in addition to social media, Christina, who also carries her maiden name, Bowman Smith, say she's supposed to be a well-known fashion designer. And I'm like, to who? To who? In the Detroit area, y'all. She's supposed to be a well-known fashion designer in the Detroit area and a stylist. If y'all live in the D, I can't say the D because they call Dallas the D. If y'all live in Motown, in the Motor City, and y'all have heard of Christina Bowman Smith and her fashion line, let me know. Drop it in the comment section, y'all. And make sure y'all put and if y'all haven't, if y'all don't live in the Detroit area, but you still have heard of her, put it in the comment section because I want to know who's heard of her and her fashion line, right? Her husband Brandon, I don't like him already. Okay, he has the man bun, right? I don't like to see men with man buns unless they got locks. It's just who I am, okay? Let me tell you, as of today's date, he no longer has his man bun. So he has got rid of it. So whenever they start recording season 2, if they get renewed, he doesn't have the man bun anymore. But his man bun is like his staple. Okay, I think he has an IG page set up just for his man bun. I know the kids got IG pages, baby. The kids, Christine and Kobe's kids, they all have IG pages. Okay, anywho, Brandon, he's a producer and / singer. He basically trains new recording artists. He's trying to become the next Berry Gordy. You know what I'm saying? He don't want Detroit just be known for Berry Gordy and Motown. He wants to be the next Berry Gordy and bring out the next bright new artist, right? Christina, because she's so deeply rooted in her faith, think this is a bad idea. She don't want him to be up in the club all night looking for artists while he's trying to do artist development. Now, this is something that he's been doing for a long time. This is not something new. This ain't just started at the time that they got on his damn show. She been dealing with him being a producer and a singer and an artist developer for a long doggone time. So, but now, since they're going to be on Love and Marriage Detroit, it's an issue for her because of her faith. She's so deeply rooted in it. Okay. Now, the thing is, he has a new female artist that he's bringing out. And he is keeping this female artist from his wife. Now, y'all know the rest. Christina is going to feel some kind of way. She going to feel insecure. All her insecurities going to come to the table. Like, why he up here with this artist? That's his fucking job. That's what he does, is develop artists. Would you think he going to only develop men? Y'all can't be that green and that naive. I don't know why women marry these men and think that they ain't not gonna have any type of fucking interaction with another woman for the rest of their goddamn life, especially when it comes to work. This is what he does. But the fact that he's keeping this artist a secret, it ain't got shit to do with Christina, y'all. What it is, what it got to do with? It got to do with us as the viewers finding out who this new artist is and trying to make this bitch blow up based on reality TV. That's all they got to do with. That's the only reason why she a secret, so they can announce her on the show, so we go research her and see what she sound like and see what she do about, and fall in love with Christina and then be on Christina's side because we may suspect that Brandon is creeping around with this girl, this, that, and the third. That's all this is about. That's all it's about, child. All it's about. Okay, so he's just gonna feed her insecurities by out her being in the streets. Recording will be stopped. I ain't finna answer that call. Anyway, so that's Brandon and Christina Bowman Smith. I got anything else on him? Now, Brandon, he has another nonprofit business as well. His nonprofit is called, his production company is called Star Factory. He just dropped a song, y'all, called When You Know You Know. It's based off of when he decided to get married to her. Now, again, he's a producer and trying to be an artist developer, but he wants to make sure y'all know that he can sing too. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop me a little ditty out there. You know, Melody dropped her a song, Candace dropped her a song. Who else dropped a song? I don't know who else dropped a song. Lord Jesus. But yeah, that's basically what he want to do. He want everybody to know and go download his song. It's just finna drop. It's finna, if it ain't dropped already, I thought it dropped the day that I saw this post. But it's about to drop. When you know, you know. He cut the man bun off on May 28th. I have the exact date that he cut the man bun off on. Okay, so next up is Latoya. Dr. Let me get that right. Dr. Latoya Thompson and her husband, Anthony. They have been married for 14 years. They also have 2 sons who are athletes. I know one of them run track. I think both of them run track. But 2 sons and a daughter. All their kids, I believe, are under the age of 12. So I'm thinking that Carlos is really believing that this show is going to have some longevity and we're going to see these kids grow up on TV. I'm not sure where Latoya falls in as far as the women are concerned, if she knows them already, or is it Anthony that knows the guys already? That I'm not certain of. Anthony, the way that they wrote his bio is that he's, well, I'm going to put it in my words, he's intimidated by his wife's success because Latoya is listed as the breadwinner. Not saying that Anthony doesn't have a job. He does. But she's listed as the breadwinner because she's the doctor. And not only is she a doctor, she has her own wine. She started her own company and has 2 wines out. Okay. But yeah, he's pretty much intimidated by her financial success. Now, according to the bio, Anthony was offered a job producing down in Atlanta. And he moved against his wife's wishes. He eventually returned after LaToya put her foot down. Okay. And have to laugh at how ridiculous and stupid that fucking sounds. I went and did some deep diving in on Anthony. Anthony works for I don't forgot the name of the media company already. Hold on, let me pause it. Live Nation, child. Anthony works for Live Nation. He been working for Live Nation for a while. Okay. Live Nation is a touring company that helps produce shows nationwide. So his being offered a job in Atlanta producing ain't nothing fucking new. That's against what he already has done. He ain't doing no different job than Live Nation. He just got a gig or an assignment from Live Nation. He's been working for this company for a minute now. So I refuse to believe that he decided just to take off and move to Atlanta against what his wife wanted him to do. I refuse to believe that. Okay, and then she had to put her foot down. See, by them saying that she's the breadwinner, it's trying to say that she's wearing the pants in the house, right? But all three of these men have a problem, according to whoever wrote up their bios, that they need to assert that they are the man of the house, right? So that's why Russell decided to go to divinity school without telling his wife, because he's the man of the house. He can do what he want to do, right? That's why Brandon decides to take on this artist and not tell his wife or share the information with his wife, because he's the man of the house and he could do what he want to do, right? And now that's why Anthony decided to go run off to Atlanta to do an assignment that what's the place called again? Live Nation gave him, without telling his wife, or against the fact that she didn't want him to do that and she had to put her foot down. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, child. That's all bullshit. So anywho, Anthony has also started a men's outlet group. You know how Hollywood did on Queen Sugar? Okay, Anthony started this group as well. Am I right? I'm talking about the right person? Anthony? Yeah, Anthony started this group. This is where we're going to see Marcel, because he's going to have a men's empowerment lunch or brunch or dinner. You know how the women did when the women empowerment thing came out. Everybody named Mama was a mentor and holding women's empowerment lunches and dinners and stuff like that. Well, you know, they doing it now with the men, because the men have to be in touch with their feelings. You know, they have to talk about wanting counseling. They have to talk about being able to say they love you to each brother and hug them. And, you know, they got to share their emotions and feelings and stuff like that. They have to have an outlet. And this is what Anthony is providing, since he can't stay in Atlanta working. Okay. He's even going to host a Man's Movement March. This is where Marcel is going to speak, at the Man's Movement March. Now, we had the Million Man March years ago. I'm assuming this is the same type of thing. What is the purpose? Usually when you have a march, there is an agenda. There's a goal that you are trying to obtain. Are you doing it just to raise money? Are you doing it just for exposure? Or are you helping some kids go off to school? Or are you helping black men get into counseling? What exactly is the purpose of your Man's Movement March? Where are y'all marching to? And what demands do y'all have, if any? Or what goals do you have as a group, if any, that we are going to be sharing about this march? And why is Marcel a speaker? What qualifies him to be a speaker at the Man's Movement March? Is he going to be giving entrepreneur tips? He's an entrepreneur, right? He's a builder or architect, something like that. I told you I don't watch the show, so y'all put that down in the comment section for me. So let me know. Okay. Like I said, Anthony has this problem with his wife and not being assertive as well, not being respected as the man of the house. Okay, so LaToya is into wine. She also has a wine business called Opulence Wine. Have any of y'all ever heard of it? She has two kinds. She has a 2019 Cabernet. I think that's a red wine. I don't drink. Y'all let me know. And then she has a 2018 Pinot Grigio. Her business, Yeah, 2018 Pinot Grigio. Her business didn't start though until 2001. Like she's studied wines. The dog is barking now. Why is the dog barking? My daughter must have came out of her room. Shut up! He gonna start again. See, I told you he was gonna start again. Keep being busy. Alright, so Anthony. I lost my train of thought now. The damn dog was barking and shit like that. So basically, her company, Opulence Wine, is a struggling business. Like I said, she only has 2 wines. And like I said, have anybody ever drank it before? Tell me how it tastes. Y'all like it? Y'all support it? It's only available in 3 places. A-Star convenience store in Detroit. No, Rochester Hills. Is that Detroit? Y'all let me know. A-Star Convenience in Rochester Hills. ML Sports in Birmingham. I'm assuming that's Birmingham, Alabama. And the House of Pure Vin. Those are the 3 places. I want to say that's a club or a lounge or something like that. Those are the 3 places where you could taste her wines. Those are the only 3 places that they are available. And like I say, she says she's struggling. She says she's struggling because she's a black woman in a predominantly white industry. A white male industry on top of that. Their issue is that Anthony says that he helped her start that company. And she says, no, he did not. The fuck you did. Okay. So she feels like he's trying to take credit over something that she began. Now, I told you I was researching these people. I did find an article written about her and her wine company a few years ago. I forgot what magazine it was. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Anywho, in that article, in that interview, she states he helped her. She says that she was going around tasting wines and she liked to, tell what type of fruit is in them and tell what type of spice in them and how long they've been aged, and she studied for it and everything. And her husband, Anthony, is the one who gave her the idea to go into business. She says this in this news article. On top of the fact, she said that when she was trying to send out fillers, try to get investors, try to get vendors, try to get venues, nobody was paying attention to her. Even when she put doctor in front of her name, because she thought that was going to go on her same respect. Okay, having doctor in front of her name wasn't the same as having Mr. in front of her name. So she, with the encouragement of her husband, who was already doing business, like I said, he's not somebody that's not working. He actually is doing business. He works for Live Nation, and he also runs his own. He's also executive producer of his own network as well, AT Network. Through his encouragement and words of expertise and know-how, they started using his name on any letters that she was sending out to vendors, or any letters she was sending out to potential investors, venues, trying to get her space. He was the name that people saw. She doesn't want to give him credit for that. She still says that she was the one who did everything. You wasn't going to even be in this business until your husband suggested that that's what you do. Stop wasting time on it being a hobby and make a business out of it. According to you. Those were the words that you said, LaToya, in your interview. Okay? But now, you trying to make it feel like he ain't have shit to do with this business. Like I said, the business been around since 2001. It's just now 2003. She says she's struggling. Child, you ain't struggling. You just starting out. That's the difference, okay? The average business does not even make a profit into the 5th year on average, okay? Everybody trying to get this quick fix in business, this, and the third. They try to become millionaires over fucking night. No, most businesses, it takes time to grow, to build your following. You're only in 3 stores, honey, baby girl. It's only been 2 years since you started this business, honey, baby girl. You ain't struggling. You just new. You shouldn't even be in the red until, or is that in the black? It's in the black one is good. Shouldn't even be in the black. It's probably after 5 years. You started your business, what, the year I started mine? Ain't that so? But she think because, she ain't white and she a woman, that's what's holding her back from progressing. I think the fact that you don't own a vineyard might be holding you back from progressing. Like I said, your wines come from 2018, 2019, but your business didn't start to 2021, which means that you are buying a wine that's already, what's the word I'm looking for? Like some people start businesses. I want to say Super. She says that she did this when she first started her makeup line. She was already buying palettes from companies who already made them, and she stuck her name on them. I forgot what the hell that term is called. And then once she started making money, then she started making her own products herself. On the other hand, I started my business off making my own products myself, right? I didn't want to go the route of buying pre-made stuff because I didn't know what was in it, and that's like my whole thing is to tell y'all what is actually put into the products that you're using. So that's what she's done. She's basically went to a winery or a vineyard or something like that. They had several types of wine that she could sample and taste. She liked those. She bought them, and now she's marketing them herself. That's what she's doing. But she think because it's her race and her gender that's keeping her unsuccessful. Baby, you girl, you just now starting out. Hell, Rihanna, y'all know she one of my favorite persons as far as business is concerned. Rihanna started her own vineyard, her own wine line as well, and she wasn't as successful either. And she got money. Anyway, child. What was I finna say? Yeah, she got more than doctor money. I forgot. I think her doctoring is in physical therapy. I think that's what she's a doctor in. It was some type of therapist, but I want to say it was physical therapy. I know damn sure it wasn't psychiatry. I think it was physical therapy is what her her degree is in. So these are the characters, child. These are the characters. These are the ones who are coming out for Love and Marriage DC. Like I said, I just think this is going to be messy as fuck. I think they're going to try this, make this a little more cleaner than the other franchises because these people are so spiritual. And I don't know how the hell I got hooked into a damn spiritual TV show because my mouth goes a mile a minute, child. And I gives no fucks when I talk. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to keep throwing church into this because each person has something to do with church of some sort. Russell and Kobe, he going off to divinity school. Okay, Brandon, his wife don't want him to do what he doing because of her faith. He been doing it for years, honey. And to me personally, Brandon and Russell look like a couple. That's just me. And then Latoya, the breadwinner that she is, she's also preacher's kids. Bishop and Lady Catherine's her parents. Okay. So yeah, in some kind of way, there's some type of religious aspect to each of these families, and I just think they're gonna be harping on a family that prays together, stays together type of situation, types of going on. But I'm already predicting that the high school shenanigans between Kobe and Christina not wanting to do social media influencing and collab together is so fucking childish, but that's going to turn up their relationship in real life down the road. I really do believe that. Like I said, and I don't know how Anthony and Dr. Latoya Thompson is connected to Kobe or Christina or Russell or Brandon. I don't know where that connection comes in yet. Maybe the guys are just going to come out to the march and maybe that's where they're going to all start building from. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about just what I read. This is all put out by the OWN network and the characters themselves. Because of course they've been all over social media. All over to the point where I unfollowed them. I think I started following a couple of them back because I was like, maybe I'll keep up with it. I'm not going to try to keep on too much of the outside drama. I'm going to try to keep on just what's on the show. Although I think a lot of this shit is more than just scripted or staged. It's fake, 100%. Because with reality TV shows, people are now saying it's no longer reality, but it's not scripted. What it is they're taking situation. They may even make up a situation, and one person don't realize that they're making it up. So they got two people. Let's say for example, this Christina and Kobe situation. Okay, since Christina is the one that don't want to do it, I think that Kobe may be the one that's making it an issue, and Christina's like, what the fuck you talk about? And she may be blindsided by the fact that Kobe is so offended. That's what I'm going to guess is going to happen, right? That's what I mean when I say that they may have a situation and only one person is aware of it, and then it becomes a big deal. They're going to create the drama between them, okay? Or it may actually be some real drama going on, and they're going to put these characters in positions to make them speak on that issue, speak on that drama. You know what I'm saying? Like Anthony and his no, not Anthony, Brandon, and the secret singer that they're going to put out in our face and try to make us like her and love her. Somewhere along the way, that's going to come into play. And it may be at an event that maybe Anthony may put together, since he does produce shows, with his network. He may get together with Brandon and try to put on a big show or something, or what have you. And then, Christina be like, where the fuck she come from? That type of stuff. That's what I'm sensing, y'all. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm reading into. We don't know yet. We don't know what's going to happen. The show airs June 24th on OWN Network, and I'm going to watch it. I'm trying to give y'all something that y'all can feel. And I'm going to be as honest as possible. I'm critiquing everything from looks to the way they chew their fucking food, to how they do business, to the way their houses look. I'm talking about everything, child. Talking about everything. Y'all have a good one. See y'all in the next video. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace.